Hello everyone. My name is Moritz Spangenberg. I'm the founder and CEO of a marketing company. I've worked now over 20 years in marketing and sales, and I've sold and marketed different products and services. My conclusion from that is, if you're not building rocket ships, you can fire sales in order to sell more. Fire a sales team in order to sell more, okay? And this may sound controversial at first sight. In order to solve this dilemma, controversial, we want to look a bit into how buying and sales work. So the good news first, people like to buy stuff. People like to buy new stuff. Please raise your hand if you like to buy new stuff. Everybody likes to buy new stuff, right? So if I would ask you, why do you like to buy new stuff? You would answer, well, it solves a problem, it helps me to do my job better, have a better life. But that's not really true. You like to buy because our brains are attached to novelty. We have a section of our brain that really craves for novel things, that craves for new things. You like to buy new things because it's your brain. It's not even your decision. You like to do it. So if you think about, I would like to invite you to go to that section in your brain and think about this one product and service that you would like to buy. Where's your desire? Think about this. Can be a digital device, can be hardware, can be software, it can be a tool, whatever. Think about that for a second. Think about, you have now purchased it. Let's maybe go with the example of an electric car. Maybe it was a Tesla that you bought and you are super happy with it. You have now this novel brand new car, the Tesla Model X in your garage. Fast forward 1 year, the car has gotten a bit old and you have a new desire for something new. You would like to buy again because you have a desire in your brain. You would like to buy something again. So actually, if people like to buy, why is selling so hard? It should be easy, right? Well, one of the reasons because selling is hard because humans are freaking complicated. Humans are very much attached to their emotions, and people like to buy with emotions. People spend around 95% of their time subconsciously making decisions, and will then make purchasing decisions from that. 95% of the time is spent with those kind of things, with emotions. The reality is the emotions that we are getting in sales looks something like that. So we're not getting positive emotions if we're looking at the B2B side, for example. So the one or other may remember the movie with Mr. Nicholson, The Shining. And if you think about how B2B buying and selling now works nowadays, think about an ebook that you may find interesting, that you want to discover, that you want to download, or that what you want to consume. You go to a website, you go to a form, you leave your contact data there, your name, your position, company, email, maybe even a telephone number, because you share the data because you like to read the ebook. You download it, 3 minutes later, you will get an email from a sales rep. Next day, you will get another email. Next week, another email, another email, another email, another email. And maybe in 3 weeks, because you're a corporate executive decision maker holding a freaking high budget, people will call you on your number and will say, hey, can you please buy? Can you please buy? Can you please buy? What kind of emotions does that trigger in you? I mean, you want to buy, right? But what kind of emotions does it really turn in your head? No positive emotions, but we've said emotions are very important in buying. So why are we using methods that are not promoting positive emotions in the minds of our buyers? What emotions does sales really trigger when we are using sales teams, sales reps, sales operations? What is the purpose and what is the intent, and what are we really doing in our target group with our buyers? I would like you to think about that. And most of the people that I've talked to will tell me people don't like sales. People don't want to be sold to. People like to buy. You all told me that you like to buy, but you do not want to be sold to. So why don't we sell, and why don't we help people to buy, and why don't we make buying easier? Well, sales is still a job, and you're laughing at that meme. Sales is still a job that is built on a volume business, right? So you may argue, okay, Moritz, of course, sales is there because the volume business is working, the unit economics are working. You're sending out 1,000 emails per week. You get 10 replies. From 10 replies, your sales team will schedule 5 meetings. With those 5 meetings and opportunities, you'll create 1 deal. You will make 1 sale. So unit economics are working, right? So just do 10,000 emails and then plus extend the whole thing. Of course, it works. But there's a high frustration in sales because the conversion rates, as we said, are really, really low. There's a lot of frustration involved in sales teams. Why is that the case? Because 95% of the time, your buyer is not in market. So 95% of the time, if I'm trying to reach you as a salesperson, you will not have an interest in my product and service and offering. You are not in the market, you don't have a purchasing intent what I'm currently offering to you. So it's a bad timing. That means for me as a sales reps, that would mean I'm very frustrated because you will downturn me. You will not open my email, you will not reply, you will press unsubscribe, or maybe you will even write an unfriendly mail to say, please take me off your email list. We have all seen that. That actually means also sales teams are unhappy. Sales teams have a high frustration, and many of them are unhappy because their job is freaking hard. They have a lot of frustration to deal with. I would even go so far to say, shit, even sales doesn't like sales. Even sales teams don't like sales. Right? Sales teams have a very high quota of burning out. According to research, 67% are either currently experiencing burnout or are close to experiencing a burnout. So why do we do sales at all? In B2B, the purchasing journey, the buying journey has changed dramatically. It's not 2001 anymore, where I needed a sales rep that calls me and explains to me their products and services. It's now 2023. If you have something to offer, I can find everything on your website. If it's not on your website, you're doing a fucking bad job on your website because I need to find everything in order to inform myself. B2B buying nowadays works that B2B buyers are making their research and discovery on their own. You're not relying on the sales rep anymore that calls you and explains what they're offering. You'll make your research and discovery on your own. And that is why I want to invite you to think about to fire sales in order to sell more. I want to invite you to think about meeting your buyers where they really are. And your buyers are not waiting on the phone, waiting for a sales team to call them. Your buyers are now here today at this conference where I'm talking to you about LinkedIn marketing, service marketing, and B2B buying. Your buyers are on podcasts, your buyers are on LinkedIn, your buyers are on TikTok, your buyers are at magazines, your buyers are on the street, on the shop, your buyers are in different channels. And why don't you reach your buyers where they are and let them consume the information that they want whenever they want to do this? Why don't you generate touch points with them when they want to have them? Nowadays, in marketing, in B2B marketing, you need around 13 touch points in order to convince someone to buy your products and services. Why don't you provide those entertaining, educating touch points in your target group instead of the sales rep chasing that guy? If you will do this, and if you're able to provide those 13 touch points with educating, entertaining, whatever kind of content, if you get into an interaction with your target group, you will be able to generate demand. People will come to you to request your products and services. You do not need your sales reps that calls and sends 1,000 emails. I would like to invite you to think about to stop selling, and I would like you to think about to help your customers to buy instead and fire sales. Thank you.